video I'm going to show you how to find the open rate, the click-through rate, and the opt-out rate for any email in the Infusionsoft campaign builder. And all you need is to pull a basic report out of Infusionsoft and put that data into a Google spreadsheet, and I'll walk you through how to do each of those things right now. So the first thing you'll want to do is open up your marketing reports, and that's where I'm at right now, and click on email broadcast conversion report. And it should give you something that looks like this. If not, hit the start over button. And I'm going to do my dates all the way back to 2000. And what that allows me to do is really reach back as far as I've had the app. I haven't had the app that long, but I'm just kind of reaching back quite a few years here just to make sure that it pulls all the data no matter what. So that's from 2000 to today, and then I hit search. And the way that Infusionsoft sends emails is they're all in batches, and all those batches are tracked. Just sometimes those batches are sent, one email at a time, or 2 or 3 emails at a time, and you'll see right here. So 2 emails, 1 email, that sort of thing. So what we're doing is we're going to take all this and we're going to compile this data to get meaningful reports for us. So the next thing to do is click on this export. And I'm going to unselect all of this, and I'm just going to choose email subject. That's actually what we're going to identify as as each email. And you can do some more things with date sent, but I'm going to skip that for now. I just want email subject, the number sent, the number opened, the number clicked, and the number opted out. And I'm going to process that action. Hit OK. And that's going to export all of my email send data into this CSV file. The next thing is if you haven't already signed up for a Google Drive account, which is free, and we're going to use Google Sheets to run some of this data. So I've got my Google Sheets account open, and I'm going to go ahead and open this file in Google Sheets. While that's opening, let me close this. All right, so now you'll see we've got probably hundreds of lines, rows of data, and from here all we need to do is create a pivot table. Now this sounds more complicated than it really is, but go ahead and just click into your table somewhere, and then under data there's a pivot table option. And we have a blank pivot table, but on the left we have rows, columns, values, and filter. The first thing we want to do is click on add field for the rows, and we want that to be email subject. So what that's going to do is it's going to compile now all of those subject lines where there may have been 1 email sent at a time or 2 emails, and it's going to kind of group them together. And you'll see that I've got a bunch of tests, things like happy birthday emails, things like that. The next thing is I want to, under values, I want to add a calculated field. And I'm going to include these quick formulas in the description below, but I've got them here. I'm just going to go ahead and copy that. Really what it's saying is we're going to do some division. We're just going to say, show me all of the number of opens divided by the number of sent, and that's your open rate. Oops. So let me just paste that in there. So I'm going to go ahead and call this open rate. And that's pulling from the raw data that we've pulled out of Infusionsoft. So we're starting to see some information here, some decimal points, and we'll come back to that in just a second. The next one I want to do is, I want to go to values, add another value called calculated field, and this one is going to be clicked over sent, or your click-through rate. Some people call that just CTR, click-through rate, and the formula I'm just going to paste in there. Again, it's clicked divided by the number sent. And then I'm going to add one final one, which is my opt-out rate, and I'll call that opt-out rate here, and I'm going to paste that in there. All right, so now it's done the calculation for me. This is still kind of confusing, but that's only because it's showing decimals and not necessarily percentages for us. But that's pretty easy. All I need to do is select all of those, and choose this format as % option up here, and I'm going to get rid of some of the decimals, and there you go. So overall in this particular app, I have a 37% open rate and a 12% click-through rate. But individually, you know, this email, this happy birthday email is a 64%, this one's got a 71%, last and final schedule changes, that one's got 96%, obviously pretty you know, important there. So what you're able to see is kind of, you know, what are my emails doing, what are the open rates, what are the click-through rates, and then what are the opt-out rates as well. So hopefully this little tutorial will give you enough ammo to go and do that on your own. It's just a matter now of going back into the campaign builder and finding what your email subject line is and finding it in this report. And if you have any questions, comments, please leave them down below, and I will definitely respond. Thanks.